Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have got my plan with me week 31 of 2025 and today's sticker kit is by Nerds the Word. I think I've done a sticker kit by them before and I don't think the shop is open anymore, but of course as usual if it is I will definitely make sure that it is in the description box below. For today's kit I did go ahead and throw down some washi tapes that I thought at least kind of sort of matched. Good enough for me anyways. So of course I'm going to start with my large items and my sidebar. So up first is the meal plan for the week. We had rice and beans, grilled sausages, turkey and cabbage, burritos, spam musubi, pasta, and birria tacos. And then I've got a really pretty decor box to go right above that. And that came from the kit. And then I've got a nice little quote sticker as well. And it just says, "Be true to you." And as per usual, I simply don't care if I cover up the dates because I just don't use those in this planner at all whatsoever. I've got another cute little decor box to go. I'm going to flip this in half to make my life ever so slightly easier. Don't like it when they curl up like this. It makes it harder to place them. But today's sticker kit is very like galaxy and stars and super, super pretty. I actually really love this one. I love when sticker shops use like really vibrant colors. Sometimes not so preferable on like the super dark colors, just because like I've mentioned before, those are a little bit harder to write on. But overall, the more vibrant the colors, the better. Then for Tuesday, we've got a lovely little to-do list. And I will put the to-do right there. I may not be very happy with myself for having done that here in a little bit when I try to squish everything in that box. But it'll be okay. I will figure it out. And then another really pretty decor box. And then, of course, I had a to-do list on this day as well. Because what am I doing if I'm not completing my to-do list? And then if you guys haven't seen already, these to-do stickers came from Temu. So I thought I'd try some of those out this week. I've got another to-do list on Thursday that I will put down here at the bottom. And then I will add this lovely decor sticker right above it. And my to-do list sticker for that day as well. Put it right there. And then for Friday, I have another decor box. And to-do list. And then I will add my to-do header sticker up here. There we go. And then on Sunday, I have a to-do list. A little too far up there. There we go. Good enough. And I think that was my concern with the to-do list, where the white border around them is just a little bit too big. But again, all is right in the world. We will survive. And then I will put this sticker here. And that takes care of all of the larger stickers for the week. So that will get me started on Monday. And as per usual, I will start with my reading. So I will put this adorable little box here. There we go. And this heart sticker is ultra tiny. So let me place it like this. And then I read for 45 minutes. And then the next item I'm going to mark is going to be that we had the neighbor kiddos over. Because at this point, summer was not over yet. I am happy to state summer is over. I'll just write neighbor kids over. And then I have this absolutely gorgeous decor box that I have not decided if I'm going to use yet or not. But the next box that the next item that I'm going to list on here is I had a bubble bath this day. And then after that, I'm also going to mark the movie that we went to. We went and saw the Garfield movie. Super cute, and all the kiddos loved it. Is there gonna be enough space for me to write Garfield? Let's try this. Good enough. Okay. And then after that, I'm going to mark bills and budgeting. And that's actually perfect. And budgeting. And then that's perfect because the decor box will fit exactly right there. I thought it would, but I just wanted to make sure before I put it down. Perfect. Okay, and that wraps up Monday. So now I'm moving on to Tuesday. And for Tuesday, I will put the heart icon that I'm using to mark my reading this week. And I read for 1 hour. And then, let me see, I will mark that we had the neighbor kiddos over. Put the little house down. Sweet. And I'm also going to mark that my son had martial arts this day. Get his little card going on. I don't have any like martial arts related stickers to mark these with, so I always use the car. And then I'm gonna write son, martial arts. Proof that sometimes I can't spell. And again, it's okay. It's not gonna kill me. And I knew I was gonna hate myself for pushing this down the way that I did, and I do. But it is what it is. I'll move it up a little bit, hopefully. No! Work with me here. Sticker, please. Let's see if I can pull it up a little bit together. Oh, nope, it started to rip. Okay. This appears to be as good as it's getting for this one. I'm moving it up a little bit. If we mess it up a touch, I'm not super worried about it. And then the last item for this day okay, see, it's not terrible. A little annoying, but not terrible. We had friends over for dinner. Perfection. And then next, I'm definitely going to start with marking my reading. And I'm just going to tuck this as far up here as I can get it. Okay, and then my little heart icon. And this day I did read for another hour. And then come here. Ow, knee. I'm gonna mark my YouTube video right here. Okay, and I'll write YouTube video. It helps if you finish writing the whole word. Sometimes I feel like when I'm doing these recordings that my brain just stops functioning, and it's not entirely inaccurate. It definitely happens. And then again, this is another martial arts day for us, so I will add the little car here. Maybe I won't add it exactly right there because that's so crooked. Yay, I can move it. Okay, that looks better. And then again, I will write Sun Martial Arts. And then the last thing that I'm going to mark for Wednesday is that we did also have our the neighbor kiddos over again. That over here, and then I will just write neighbor kiddos over. There we go. Okay, and that is the first half of the week. I'm gonna flip it over, and then I will get started on Thursday. And on Thursday, I read for 30 minutes. And then I'll grab my little heart icon. And then the next thing I'm gonna mark on here is my workout with my neighbors. And I do realize that the first box I put down is in fact crooked. So I'm using this one to correct. Okay, and then for this one, I had a workout with friends. And that has become one of the things that I look forward to so much during the week. even though the workouts can be very, very hard and grueling, they truly are so much fun at the same time. We have gotten to the point now where we are actively competing with each other to see who can lift the most weight. And it's a lot of fun. There are some goofy conversations that happen too. But just finding people that like are into the same things that you're into, have like the same or similar goals to what you have, like improving, you know, your body strength and stuff like that is just so motivating. Because on days when I don't want to show up and work out, I'll get a text, "Are you ready to work out today?" I'm like, "Yeah, definitely." And I'm not at that moment, but then when I get there, I am, and it ends up being a really great workout. The next thing I'm marking is the neighbor kids being over again. So I'm just gonna write that out real quick. Neighbor kiddos over. Okay, and then that brings me to Friday. On Friday, starting with my reading. There we go. And then got this lovely little heart icon. And then I did read for 1 hour. And sometimes I really do like so good with my reading, and then sometimes I do like kind of drop off and slow down a little bit and then have to play catch up. Because regardless of what my goal is, I'm still making sure that I'm reading or touching or laying eyes on my book at least once a day. It just, you know, life gets crazy sometimes, so I have to play catch up, or let it go and not really read even a full chapter that day. Sometimes it's maybe just a page, and that's okay too. Whatever I can do is what I do. Okay, next, after reading, I'm gonna put down the neighbor kiddos were over on Friday. There we go. Then I will write kiddos over. There we go. And then after that, I am going to grab the right tool. First, we did have our monthly budget meeting. And just to keep you guys in, if the dates don't look correct to you, that's because if you recall, one of the Plan With Me videos I put it on the wrong week in the planner. So this week should have been here, and this one should be here. So Friday is the 1st of August. Anywho, let me grab my little $sign icon, and then I'm gonna write monthly finance meeting. And even when I don't want to do that meeting, I always find that I'm so glad I did after the fact, just so that like me and my husband are on the same page when it comes to the finances, when it comes to like where we stand with like our retirement savings and all of those things. I truly, it is one of the best things that we've done. Just keeping us both on the same page, in the same lane, all of those good things. And then the last thing I have for Friday was planning time. Because 100% was in the throes still of getting ready for school to start. And now that it has started, I, I feel like it's gotten even crazier, because life just works out that way. When it rains, it pours, you know, the great law of Murphy and all of those wonderful things. It does drive me insane sometimes, but you know, what are you gonna do? If you have to spend a night in the emergency room, or if just nothing went down the way it was supposed to that day. I feel like everybody has those days, and on those days you just have to give yourself grace, to know that you're doing the best you can and there is nothing else. It's not worth like holding it over yourself or saying you could have done better, because you can always do better, but you can also be okay with what you did do. Life is going to always throw those curveballs at you. So I did put down my reading for Saturday, which was 45 minutes. After that, I do also have a YouTube video that I will be marking. And then this lovely little icon. I absolutely love these little girls with the rainbow hair. Oh, they're so cute. Also, I basically run around in a messy bun 24/7. No bow. My hair is definitely not rainbow, but messy bun all day long. YouTube video. Perfect. And then I did have this super cute little decor sticker box. I just don't want to write over these little stars because they're just so cute. And then, let's see. Can I get you off the page? Perfect. Okay. And I need this one to be over here. We had a little conference call, if you will. No, we just had a call with my brother-in-law, just to catch up. We hadn't talked to him in a while. So that was probably like a 2-hour phone call. So super fun catching up with him. He is an amazing human being. If by any chance he is seeing this video, love you to pieces. And then the last thing that I am marking down for Saturday is I did get some time to play Diablo. So I'm gonna flip this right here, throw that down, add my little laptop over here, and then in big beautiful letters, Diablo 4, of course. Okay, look, for any of you who have not played that game, clearly it is a fantastic game in my personal opinion. I highly encourage everybody to play it. And then, okay, that moves me to Sunday. And then other than, of course, my to-do list, I read for 2 hours. And it's also very, very possible that I burned myself out on reading, just because I was so hyper fixated on it. And I mean, it still is a focus for me. It's just, I am in the throes of planning next year, and then also heaped it upon myself to start a 5-year and a 10-year plan. Because they've always kind of been in my head. I just wanted to put them down on paper, and really sitting down and planning like nitty gritty details is very time consuming, especially when you're in those like brain dump stages. So you don't really know exactly what it is that you're going to end up with at the very end. It's a cumbersome task. So it's taking up more of my time right now because, again, I am prepping for 2026. But that has contributed to why I'm reading less lately. So if you have seen a lot of these numbers being low, that's why. Okay, and then Sunday I did another workout with friends. And then the last item that I have is I went grocery shopping. We used to exclusively have our groceries delivered, but here more recently we have been going to the grocery store, which is it's a task. I won't lie. Shopping. All right, there we go. That wraps us up for week 31, and I will write that up here too, so there is no confusion. Thank you guys so much for being here and planning with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments below if you have started thinking about your 2026 goals and what some of them are, if you have. I will see you guys in my next video, and hopefully I will have a lot more reading on that week. But thank you guys for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.